Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Keith here from Command the Hoops. If this is your first time coming across the channel, please do like and subscribe. We're closing in for that 18,000 subs. Every single sub we appreciate. I lost a couple yesterday because I had a rant. I spoke my heart, said how I felt about the game, about how I feel about this season as a fan. And look, we all have roller coaster seasons as a football fans. It doesn't always go smooth. But I threw a question at my subscribers yesterday to ask them, who takes the blame here? Is it the team? Is it the manager? Or is it the board? And there's been over 296 votes on the YouTube channel, and this is the results. 71% of the fans said the board is not investing seriously. The manager and his tactics, and the team. So let's break it down. First of all, there's a banner in the background of this video. Don't sleep at the wheel. Now, this is an old banner from the season before, that 10 in a row season, the absolute disaster of a season. And a lot of fans feel like we're getting them vibes of the 10 in a row again, where we could have invested in the summer, seriously invested. Now, look, there was names that came through the door. We got Kwon, Yang, Tilio, Naroski, Phillips, Palmer, Home. They all came through the door. And a lot of them just hasn't worked out at Celtic. Hasn't worked out. And there's money in the bank. There's 70 million in the bank, and I know there's other ways it's been invested in, recontracting Barrowfield, Lennoxtown, and other stuff as well. But the board have really, really not taken this serious. The 60 million up for grabs, Champions League qualification money next season, a new structure, more games, more revenue, twice as big as the previous season, as the last format. And Peter Lawwell, Mark Lawwell, Michael Nicholson, and the rest of the Celtic archery, the board, need to realise we're playing with fire. And it was their responsibility to bring Brendan back in from Ange, and the football has not been up to standard. I labelled it very similar to Ronnie Doyle's first season, scraping games, getting results, end up going on to win a double, and we still can win the double. Let's be honest, let's look at this table right now as we speak. 24 games played, 3 points in it. Rangers have a game in hand against Ross County. They play on Tuesday against Aberdeen. We play on Wednesday against Hibs away. We've never beaten Hibs away under Brendan Rodgers. And that's just a fact. Not trying to be negative. This video is not trying to put down the mood, make you unsubscribe. I'm just trying to make you wake up and realise that there's a problem here if you haven't seen it just yet. Majorities have. And fair play to you is the ones that I can stick up and say, this is the problem. The board are taking this money in and they're not investing it into the squad. We've taken a guy on loan from Norwich where we could have went out and got Bojang from Aberdeen, a striker on a long-term deal, the North Macedonian 24-year-old that has scored against us twice already this season. He lived rent-free in Nawrocki's head yesterday. And it just shows that we're taking things for granted. Some of these players don't have that winning formula in them. And some of them have seen success with Ange. And I just feel like the tactics have to change as well. Brendan has to take responsibility as well as the board, because some of the way he conducts himself, the post-match reaction, it doesn't look like he's bothered. It doesn't look like he cares. He keeps applauding certain moments of the game. But at the end of the day, it's about the 3 points. It's about going to Pataudry, picking up the 3 points, and keeping a gap from your closest rivals. The only thing that could go for us this season, and let's be honest, cut out straight, regardless points or not, we need to win all our games. We need to win the remaining 2 Glasgow derbies and go out there. We have Maeda to come back. Hatate is out for 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, pushing. Carter Vickers to come back. And let's be honest, I'm be brutally out straight, which is there's no point rushing Carter Vickers back. He keeps getting injury upon injury. He's been like glass this season, broken glass, and I love the guy to bits. And Scales is playing well, but Naroski needs to step up. I would, to be honest with you, I'd probably stick in Larga Bielka or Welsh just to rotate around, because his confidence looked drained. See, 20 minutes into the game, remaining 20 minutes, he just looked like he was off, and Welsh had to come on and replace him because he was on a yellow card. So hopefully the attacking side of it gets better. As I said, Kyogo's off it. That's another concern, as we all know. Matt O'Reilly, very hot and cold. He's been amazing this season, but like big games, he has turned up. But Other games, you're just like, where was he yesterday? Callum McGregor's playing out of position, and he needs to be more attacking. We need a defensive midfielder, and I think Celtic in the summer need to go out and get strength and left back and get on back. Berda Bay is not good enough for Celtic. Taylor's out injured, and as much as I criticise Taylor, Taylor can show up and do a job domestically. So we're off it at the moment in regards to the league. It's all in our hands. And if we lose the league, we're all going to be blaming the board, and the manager's going to be to blame as well. So I hope Celtic, the board, the manager start getting their head together and start getting into this and realise what's at stake. There's bragging rights, there's a league championship, there's Champions League money, and most of all, it's the mentality of the players. Players lose the league. Some of them don't want to be here next season because some of them have already done it, and some of them will probably want to move away because their confidence is drained and they might need a new chapter. And that's what happens in football, folks. Let's be realistic. And I think Matt O'Reilly might be one of them. So I don't just thinking I'm coming across as being negative, because any Celtic channel you're going to come across the next couple of days are going to address this very similar matters. They're going to talk about the board. They're going to talk about the intensity, the lack of intensity for Celtic, congested midfield in the final third. They're going to talk about the defensive errors. They're going to talk about a lot of this because we're seeing it with our eyes that at this moment of time, that team right now is not good enough to win the league. And the only way they're going to be good enough to win the league is doing the talking on the pitch, getting the 3 points and winning every game till the end of the season. It's a lot to ask, but it can be done. It can be done. We have a good manager there. Maybe he just needs to twerk a couple of things around and change a few systems. And I'm sure he's been around long enough. He knows how to change the systems. Therefore, this particular system is not effective for our wingers, and especially for our midfielders. We're relying too much on our midfield to score goals and our striker, our lone striker. We need to change around and bring a second striker in. You know, either holding the ball up, Kyogo, and all comes back, maybe he'll hold up. We need to change it around. And we've changed around the past. We've seen it under Gordon Strachan. Gordon Strachan changed his system. Neil Lennon changed his system, and it won us the league. We went to 3-5-2 and win the league. So let me know in the comments below how you are feeling. As I said, I don't want you thinking I'm coming across negative and unsubscribing because I'm speaking my heart. I'm just being honest with you. So speak to